Hello, Capricorn. Thank you guys for being here. We are going to do a collective general love reading for the sign of Capricorn. I'm going to see what comes out with the oracle messages, what you need to know in your love life, and then we're going to get some tarot cards to clarify. And we're just going to shuffle a few more times. Already shuffled off camera, and then we're going to just pick what's at the top of the deck. If you like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. All right, let's see. Capricorn, what are the messages you need to know in love? Self-love. Love yourself first. That's your very first card, so quite significant. Let's see. We've got love language, affirmations. Loving words hold great power. So you or your person, this could be their love language or yours, really needing words of, affirmation to, express that love there. And then we have rekindle, an old flame returns. Interesting. All right, let's see what we need to get for you guys today, Capricorn. You're looking pretty confident. I feel like you are in this self-loving energy right now in the Queen of Wands, taking care of yourself, looking good, feeling good, but there's something in your mind here that you're stuck thinking about. Sleepless nights. Could be this old flame. Let's see. All right, Capricorn, what's the self-love card here? Why do you need to hear this self-love message? We've got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, maybe you've gone through some sort of change physically that is encouraging you here to love yourself. The Three of Pentacles is you basically putting the work in to rebuild. You could be rebuilding your self-image, maybe taking better care of your health. This Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy there. Could be really working with others, collaborating, building something up with a team perhaps. Maybe you've invested in a trainer or some sort of teacher of some kind. Let's see, what else for the self-love card for Capricorn? Whoa. Okay, the Eight of Cups flipped out in reverse. So I feel like this is you emotionally detaching from something or someone, something that was no longer serving you. You walked away. This could be in your recent past. Something that was difficult to walk away from, but you did it. And I feel like it's required you to rebuild. Yeah, you could have walked away from a marriage, a long-term commitment, a job, something there that was emotionally unfulfilling. Maybe the person or the place or whatever was not willing to compromise, was not willing to work as a team effort. Maybe you needed the affirmations, look at that, the Knight of Cups. I feel like you could have walked away from a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All you were looking for was loving words. Again, if this is you with the love language of being, affirmations, could be telling me here that all you were looking for was just a simple word of love, support. You could really hold words of affirmation in high regard. So maybe that was something that was lacking. Let's see. Somebody's coming in either with an apology or this is you telling me you're just looking for somebody who is able to, treat you sweetly, kindly, give you loving emotional connection. I feel like there's something that you're really working hard towards here. You could be focused at work right now, building a new skill. When somebody comes and approaches you from behind, maybe somebody is going to offer you support here. Could be somebody at work. Let's see, what's this rekindle card? Somebody's coming in your life here from the past. Could be this Knight of Cups, wanting to communicate with you. They want to show you a little bit of emotion, but I feel like you're really focused on your work right now. What's the rekindle card? Whoa, 5 of Wands. Notice how it fell on the 8 of Cups and the self-love card. I feel like whoever this person is, this energy that you walked away from, it was something that was emotionally draining for you. Could have been a lot of drama, a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements, petty games being played with this person. Somebody who made you feel like you had to be a competition in order to get their attention or just get their words of affirmation. They could have made you doubt your self-love or forget about yourself. What's the rekindle card for Capricorn? Wow, we've got 3 cards that came out. We've got the Knight of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Hierophant. So the Knight of Wands, this is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. And we've got the 10 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we've got the Hierophant with Taurus showing up here. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict here with this past energy. A lot of petty games were played. I feel like there could have been a lot of disagreements, headaches of, you know, trying to get this person's attention. Maybe you were looking for them to reason with you a little bit, but they were somebody who wasn't consistent. Their energy is very in and out, hot and cold. There's somebody who likes, they are attractive, but there's somebody who likes attention from other people. They could be a fire sign. This is how they left you the last time you saw them with the 10 of Swords. So they could be coming towards you, offering you an apology, offering you a date to rekindle something here. Maybe with the Hierophant, they want to commit to something new here. But you've closed out this cycle. I don't know if you're willing to reconnect with them or not. I feel like this person could be younger than you. They don't have to be, but there's somebody who's, again, kind of with this player energy. They know they're good looking. They know that they're sought out by others. But they did something here that really hurt you. So I don't know if you're willing to take this old flame back or rekindle anything with them. You guys could share very different belief systems. Maybe your values are different from one another. Something there didn't jive. Maybe you value stability and settling down, and this person is just getting going in their life, where they like adventure, they like to be on the go. They're constantly seeking validation from others. They're constantly looking at that crowd, wanting to stand out and maybe even be somebody who's like a leader of the crowd, but they're quite young still. They have a mentality like they know a lot. They could even be teaching something to other people. They could be a spiritual leader or just a leader of any kind, to be honest. But there's some sort of ending and betrayal here. Let's see, we're going to go back to the self-love card. What's the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups for Capricorn? Six of Pentacles, more earth energy. Yeah, I feel like you really gave a lot of yourself to this person. You could have invested a lot of your time and effort into trying to build something. You were very generous with your time and your, even maybe your resources to maybe teach this person something, how to build something, or how to invest in a skill. I feel like there was no reciprocation though. This was very unbalanced. something that you had to emotionally detach from. Yeah, I'm really getting that there's an age difference here. It doesn't have to be, but they're showing up in a younger energy. Could be just maturity level as well. What's the love language affirmations with the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles? I feel like you didn't ask for much. You asked for them to see your value, see your worth, start something new together. I feel like this person wants to start over. They want to offer you this apology and this opportunity to show you that they do value you. And I feel like you're really focused on building up your pentacles right now. You could have been waiting for them in secret, but there's something here about you working, staying focused, building up your skills. I feel like you're seeking those words of affirmation through the workplace, perhaps, for your hard efforts. Look at that, the Five of Swords. There's a major shift. There's a major change in how you see this person, in how you feel about this person, how you think of this person. This is somebody that, like I said, you were looking for simple words. The Five of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and the swords are our thoughts and our communication. And I feel like you spoke some sort of truth here of what was required, what was needed for you to feel good about this connection, and it was too difficult. I feel like there was an argument. There's a lot of shifting here in the energy. Maybe your feelings have changed or your outlook on this person has changed. We've got the Chariot, Cancer energy. I see you jumping on this chariot, trying to make a plan to take action, to move forward and get out of the energy of the past. What's the Hierophant, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords with this Rekindle card for Capricorn? What's this all about? I feel like you taught this person a really big lesson. Look at that, the Star in reverse. Oh my, and the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody you saw a lot of potential with. We've got Aquarius energy showing up here. This is someone that you've had to heal from. I feel like this person was very disappointing. They could have said some hurtful things. They could have made you feel like you needed to compete for their attention, for their time. But I feel like you taught this person a very important lesson here, and this is what kind of brings them coming back to your energy. But I don't know if you're going to take it. And you do have love for this person. You do see them as somebody who might have even been a soulmate with the Two of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody that you fought long and hard for. You invested a lot of energy, a lot of fight, but you can see you're wounded there. You're exhausted. You're just bloody exhausted from this. And I feel like your healing was delayed because this person continues to be in and out of your energy. They reignite the flame of passion that you feel for them, but there's somebody who doesn't stick around for long. It's like they're in and out. They say all the right things to give you those words of affirmation, and then they leave, which leaves you feeling very exhausted and depleted. Like this is just a bunch of mind games. This is a bunch of petty games being played, and I feel like you're just much more mature. You're showing up here in this Taurus energy as the Hierophant, somebody who's a teacher, a spiritual teacher, somebody who is connected directly to Source, the divine, whoever you believe in. I feel like you have a direct connection, and you maybe share this information with this person, but they're just not there yet. They're mentally and spiritually not on the same level as you. I feel like you're closing out this cycle. Your healing is delayed because, like I said, they keep coming in and out. But yeah, they leave you waiting all the time, waiting to see some sort of growth in this connection, which never comes. It's been very difficult for you to gain the strength to turn your back on this for good. But I feel like with the Star card, even though it's in reverse, there's a lesson that you've learned here. Okay, this lesson of being confused by this person, you know, are they serious? Are they not serious? Are they, you know, speaking to me and many others? There's many options that this person may have. And I feel like they make you feel like you're an option. That could be reiterating and driving home that self-love card where you had to emotionally detach. There was no reciprocity at the time when you really needed it, when you really wanted it. I feel like you've changed your view of this person. They come in with this very small gesture and you're busy working. You're focusing on the new opportunities in your career, in your, look at that, the devil, Capricorn energy. This person could be a little toxic. Yeah, there's somebody who's making a plan to try and manipulate you back into their orbit. Like there's somebody who tries to leave you feeling stuck or attached to their energy. They want to draw you back in with this rekindle card. It's like they know that there's that same spark, that flame that ignites every time you see them, every time you lay eyes on this person. But there's somebody who leaves you with a lot of confusion, a lot of overthinking about those emotions, feeling like your thoughts are in a fog. They almost sell you like a fake dream. But I feel like you're building the strength up to get into that healing energy of the star. I feel like you've lost hope for this person, like you've lost hope for the situation. You feel like they just don't get it. One more for the outcome. What's the outcome? I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder going on in the background. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Page of Wands in reverse. So yeah, you're somebody who's no longer giving them that cup of love. You're somebody who is very open with your heart. You offered this person love and support and genuine love. It was authentic. It was something that you gave them from the heart. There was no strings attached. And I feel like you had a lot of deep emotion for this person. And there's somebody who just shows up again with this youthful energy, somebody who plays a lot. They have a lot of goals and ambitions that they want to do. They maybe like to travel a lot or they want to see a lot. And I feel like you guys are on just two totally different spiritual levels, maturity levels. Everything is different here. Could be a fire sign or Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like this is your energy though. The fact that they're both in reverse tells me that you're no longer giving to this person. You're almost playing like a hard to get, or maybe even officially closed it out for good. And I feel like this person feels stuck now. They don't know how to approach. Magician. Wow. Gemini energy. And the Three of Wands. This person could be manifesting that you return back to them. They may be manifesting that you go back to this waiting game that you were doing before with that Seven of Pentacles. They could be at a distance from you. I feel like this person's trying to manipulate you by manipulating your emotions, and also playing on the fact that they know you have this chemistry with them, this spark, but they also know that you have a pretty deep amount of emotions for them. And even though the flame, okay, of this old partner, it's like something you maybe waited for in the past, I feel like you're manifesting yourself out of that. You're looking for something better, and this person is trying to manifest to suck you back in. Look at that. Yeah, this is a very deceptive energy, guys. This is total manipulation. Look at that, the Five of Cups. This person's very regretful. They're very sorry. They're wishing they didn't do whatever they did to you emotionally. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person is telling you half-truths. They're not being honest. Look at the overthinking at night. This person has totally done this to themselves. They could be in hermit mode right now with Virgo here. They could be really reflecting on the stupid things that they said to you, the stupid things they did, the choices that they made that they regret now. And they feel very sad about this. So they're trying a new approach here. They're trying to manifest you back into their world, but they're doing it with the intentions of, you know, doing the same thing again. That in and out behavior, that back and forth, leaving you stuck in your head, leaving you feeling confused, leaving you feeling like you're an option, even though the chemistry and the spark is there. It's a very deceptive, manipulative energy. Yeah. What's the outcome? That's the outcome. I already asked what the outcome was. This person's going to try and bring you back to them. They're manifesting this. I feel like you have to focus on yourself. They know that you need words of affirmation, and they come in with these words, these half-truths. They tell you what you want to hear. Okay, with the Magician, they're a bit of a trickster here. They're somebody who knows how to manipulate the situation. They know what strings to pull on in your heart. They know what to say to get what they want. And what they want is to be able to come in, rekindle, get what they want, and leave again. They return in and out of your life very... It leaves you in this stuck feeling of not being able to heal. Look at that. You need to let it go. The Fool. Aries, Aquarius energy. Look at that. Libra energy with the Three of Swords. It's a very painful heartbreak. You're feeling the pain from this, but Spirit is here telling you need to let it go. Release it. Start over. Find something new. Find someone new. Yeah, you're absolutely over it. Her shirt even says over it. I don't know if you can see that. This person brings that cup in a little too late, okay? That cup that we saw them coming here, whether it's an apology or they offer you a very small gift, something that you're just like not impressed by, okay? They bring it to you here and you're just over it. You're bored of it. It's too late. It's a missed opportunity. You're focused on those Three of Cups, the cups that you gave them, the emotions you gave them, and that they poured out on the floor. We saw the Five of Cups earlier, that regret that they were feeling. You're looking at it like, what an idiot, this person. Such an idiot. Yeah, they're going to try and speak to you here. They're going to try and come in with the honesty now. After you reject them, after you kind of turn your back on them when they approach, I feel like you just ignore this person. You could even ghost them because you know that they're manipulative. You know that they're not being honest. You know that their words are just what they calculate. They know that that's what you want to hear from them. And I feel like you're pulling back your love. You're pulling it back. And you're letting it go. Because this is all they bring you. Disappointing heartbreak. Yeah, it's telling you, this is double confirmation, guys. Cancer energy with the Chariot. You need to make the plan to get up and go. Move forward. Get the Chariot in alignment to where you want to take it. Okay, not looking back. So Capricorn, that was a kind of a difficult read. Stay strong. If you guys liked that reading, please do give it a thumbs up. Remember to keep the strength, okay? Don't give in to temptation here. Temper the emotions so that you can heal. All right, thanks for your time, guys. Take care.